kaksi vierasta, niin he vaihtaa mikkiä keskenään. Onko kaikki paikalla? No niin, testaan mikkiä. Tämä hyvä. Ja tuleeko, testataan toinenkin mikki ja tuleeko sieltä kaikki läpi. Hyvä. Welcome to the Comic Strip World Championship 2025 award ceremony here at Valve Culture House in Oulu. We're all gathered here, lots of artists and talent in the house, and first of all I would like to invite to join me on the stage Marko Raassina. Is he present? Some applause.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you have a new book out.
That's right. Two of them.
Oh, is this a double feature?
Yes. There's a English and Finnish versions.
Oh, you got my hopes up for a serial. So, I have seen the Nerd and Jock on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I've been a huge fan for quite a while.
Thank you.
Yeah. And it's been very popular.
Yeah, quite popular.
Okay. How has it been for you? Was this, did you aim for success, or was this a hobby that got out of hand?
It was more like a happy accident that I didn't really plan it. I just kind of made some stuff on the internet, and then I made one comic about these two guys. With one is like this nerdy little guy, and one is this big muscle head. There they are. And after that first strip, it was kind of like overnight success. So there was like millions and millions of views on that comic, and then I was like, well, I can just make more, and that was 8 years ago. So I've been making this series a very long time.
Yeah. So in the internet you can find this as Nerd and Jock, and in Finnish. Is this the only way to get it in Finnish as a book?
Yes. At this moment.
Yeah,
so I have only been doing in English. So this is the first time this is in Finnish, and it's called Nörtti and Sportti.
Or Nörtti ja Sportti.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these characters are really easy to identify with. So does this reflect something about yourself?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't really plan it. They are more like they started as stereotypes, but over the years they started like moving on their own and started like getting their own personalities, and maybe there's a little bit about myself in them. So like maybe, but I didn't really like plan it.
Yeah, and so the format of this comic is a comic strip, and you publish a new strip weekly or?
Around weekly.
Yes. So this is a collection is it from the beginning or some best of?
These are from very beginning, so from 2017 to 2021 maybe, so about the very first years. Mm-hmm. So we are like starting from the bottom and moving up.
Yeah. So are you? Do you go a lot to the comics festivals? Are you in the comics scene much, or mostly on the internet?
Mostly on the internet because I live near the border of Russia in Kainuu, in a city called Kuhmo. It's a very small one, so there isn't much comic scene there. So I'm kind of like a hermit and do my own things. So that's why I mostly do things on the internet. But sometimes I get invited in stuff like this. Like last year I was in Helsinki, and this year here, and who knows where next year.
Yeah. So, but you're obviously a very successful comic strip artist. So, in this strip competition, what do you think makes a good comic strip?
Well, it's my own personal preference, but I like funny comics.
Right.
So simplistic and funny, that's kind of like my jam.
Yeah. So, what makes a bad comic strip?
Probably too long.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. So, what inspired the Nerd and Jock? Do you have something that you look?
Well, it's a very like wholesome comic.
Yeah.
So it's a very like positive, because even when this comic is quite like positive, me myself, I am quite like negative person. So I think it like balances out, and it's like better to make some positive content, so it like spreads around, and I do think it works.
And so you have the negativity with you, and you save the positivity for your art.
Yeah, that's right.
Excellent. So, but yeah, I was quite fast there because I had hoped to talk with you, so I had to put many questions in short time. But real pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Marko Raassina, and but we're gonna have to move forward in the schedule to the award ceremony itself. So. Okay. Okay. Joo. Joo. Mahtavaa. Joo. Kutsunko sanoiko voittajan ensin vai toiseksi tulee ensin? Toistuko ensin? No, hyvä. Okay. So yeah, so people who have been following the World Championship competition obviously know the rules, even though I don't know how this stream is supposed to be going. So the people who participate in the competition had this time period to post their comic strips on Instagram with the hashtag Rest Comic Strip. So you can see the see the entries even as we speak. And there was an international jury of judges from different countries. So the judges were Emi Gennis from United States. She's here with us tonight, and Marko Raassina, yourself, and Adrian Malmgren from Sweden, and Daniel Og from Brazil, and Stephanie Brittnacher from Germany. And they each gave points to all the entries, and the winner was the one with the most points. And on the second place, with the second most points, I welcome on the stage Koska Comics. So congratulations.
Thank you.
You can people can find you on Instagram from the account koska.comics with an X. And your name is Markus Komulainen, so
That
welcome.
is correct.
And congratulations again.
Thank you.
So, how was the competition? How did you get the idea? And
Usually, how I create art is that I notice something by the last minute, and I panic, and I'm like, okay, I have 4 hours. I have wrist tendonitis. I shouldn't use my arm. It's fine. And now I'm here. I don't know how that happened, but apparently that can also happen. So even if you might not have lots of time and you're interested in participating in something you never tried before, I won't recommend it because you might end up here. Just as an example.
That's very inspiring.
You're welcome.
So, did the comic strip have something to relate to in your real life? Since
Yes.
it came so kind of naturally sounding?
I'd say yes and no. Like, my grandmother has passed away, but she was a badass. And she took no shit from anyone. I hope that's appropriate to say. I apologize if it wasn't, but I stand by my words. And something that I do enjoy drawing is people who are older. I don't usually draw that much stuff about younger people, so I'd say that I try to also have a positive relationship with aging. And it feels kind of therapeutic to add some, for example, like positive age representation, that age doesn't identify who you are. So I don't know if it's more about like idealism or like more about my history or something to do about my life, but I also spice it up with something for myself and something with a twist.
Well, that's a lot of great values to put in comic strips. Yes. I've followed your account on Instagram and your I think you're posting lots of selfies in comic format or comics about yourself, strips.
Yes. So basically, I've had a long break from when it came to drawing due to various reasons. But basically, I don't know how familiar you are with sarjaku. Sarjaku, yeah.
Can you brief us so everybody
I can
knows?
brief you. So basically, sarjaku is something that I think it was like the Finnish Comic Association, or at least it was created from the Helsinki side, hosted. It was similar to Inktober, where the idea is that you're given a theme for a day, and then you draw about it. So I kind of basically draw about random things, or something about my life, or like I'm basically experimenting a little bit of what I find fun, what is something I noticed that this is actually enjoyable to draw, but basically whatever resonates, whether it's about me or whether it's a simple illustration.
Yeah. And so I must imagine this gave you a lot of routine that went into creating a second place strip in one sitting.
Maybe, possibly.
Great, but should we also name the winner of the competition?
Please do. I want to know them.
Yes, the winner of the Comic Strip World Championship competition is Tuuli Humina. Please join us on the stage. And thank you, Marko, for joining us. We're going to have to give the seat to Tuuli. So, congratulations, Tuuli Humina.
Well, thank you.
And people can find you on Instagram at tuuli.humina.
I really don't remember, but I don't really do much on Instagram, honestly. I wanted to participate here, but I draw a lot of frogs. So if you're into frog comics, please look forward to more frog comics in, well, next spring when I plan on publishing the book. All right.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. So, since Instagram isn't your channel, where do you post your frog comics?
I really don't.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably a reason. I mean, the stuff that I do, I do it for fun, but let's see. I know you for a little bit, and the comic stuff that you do is really intellectual, whereas the stuff that I do is like, I drew a little butt on this frog. So that's the sort of stuff I do, and this is pretty much what I did this time as well.
Yeah, but if we go by what Marko said about good comic strips, that means you do good comic strips and I do bad ones.
Well, you said that, not me.
No,
but then again, Marko said it, so yeah. We should probably believe it.
Yeah. But but I also happen to know that your frog illustrations and comics are quite popular on the internet.
Yes, sometimes I do post, but
So
like,
it's no thanks to you; they just get out of hand.
no, I do. Sometimes I do post on Reddit, and sometimes they do really like take off. And
Leap.
there are really, like, yes, I saw what you did there, but yeah, sometimes it happens that I post something and then people really want to see the frogs, and like if I just may, I was thinking that when I heard that I was going to receive this wonderful award, and thank you again, I was thinking that are frogs relevant? Like, are there already too many frogs in this world? Because I'm not the only person who likes to draw frogs, obviously. But frogs they are a symbol for so many things, like, well, nature and the different kind of beauty, transformation, lots of minorities, and of course, resistance. So, yeah, I decided that there are not enough frogs as it is. So we need more frogs.
Yeah. And maybe you don't have to worry about inventing the frog. You're participating in the frog.
Yes.
Yes.
I can do more frogs and frogs with butts and frogs. And also I want to say that the comic strip, I'm sorry we don't have it here, it's based on real life events. So please have a look.
People can see it on the stream.
All right, that's great.
So this comic strip is a good example of your style.
I would say so, unfortunately, yes.
You mentioned that you're preparing a book
Yes.
of this frog. So what's the do you have a title or a plan around the book? What is it about?
Yes, I am considering calling the book Frog. And it consists of many different kinds of frogs and different styles too. I'm not zoomed in. I mean, this particular strip definitely is my style, but I can do different kinds of frogs.
I'm looking forward to seeing all the frogs. Yeah, because your winning comic strip, it was quite simple and clear. There was how did it relate to rest? The sleeping?
Yes, there is a frog that is sleeping and snoring quite loudly, and another frog, who obviously wants to rest as well, puts a piece of tape on the bigger frog's mouth, which seems to solve the problem for a little bit, but then the sound effect, it just erupts, and now there's double the sound. And yes, this is based on real life events.
Yeah. So there was lots of entries into the competition. Should we go first? What did you, Markus, think about Tuuli's comic strip?
I thought it was really cute, because like I might be personally biased because green is my favorite color, and it was like really minimalistic in a sense, and it was really appealing to the eye. And I'm a huge cartoon holist, and so it was kind of like I could also see it easily as an animated series or something. Like it was really pleasant to the eye, and it was really easy to follow. And even though there was like no speech bubbles necessarily, it's accessible for everyone regardless of which language you talk. So overall, I thought it was really brilliant, and it made me smile when I read it. I thought it was really good, and I'm glad you won.
Great. Yeah. So let's hope for more frogs. Then. What did you, Tuuli, think about Markus's comic strip? Do you remember it?
I feel like I've really been ambushed here because we don't really know each other. I don't remember which one it was. I'm sure I read it, and I'm sure it's lovely, but yeah. I don't know.
But it's the comic strip on the screen right now, but we cannot see it here. So.
But thank you for this.
Yeah.
I will remember this moment for the rest of my life.
We will be right there.
Thank you.
Yes. So, yeah, pardon me.
Yes, did you enjoy it? I'm just going to ask you.
Yeah. So, as I best remember, there was an old lady who needed rest, and the two young gentlemen helped her get some rest.
Somewhat here. Basically, so basically, there's this older woman who is knitting, and man comes to her and is like, "Mom, shouldn't you rest?" And she's like, "I'll rest when I'm dead." Then she dies. But basically the plot twist is that her spirit leaves the space and says, "That's the good stuff." That it's like oddly wholesome, but with a bit of a black humor. I don't know, but that's the comic.
Yeah, well, thank you for this. I do remember, and I loved it. It was a wonderful comic strip.
Yeah, I think it went well with the black humor aspect, and there's been some modern comedy about women taking the burdens of expectations, so she held on to them till the very end. What do you think, Tuuli?
I think it's one way to see it, yes.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
But I think that she was badass. So
Yes.
yeah, that's what my take on it. Yeah.
Yeah, like your grandmother, yeah, as you said, yes. So, how did you two find yourselves doing comics? Should we start with Marko? Markus.
Can you elaborate a little bit, like, or repeat the question? I was dissociating in another realm. What did you ask?
Right.
Sorry.
Yes. So, have you been doing comics since you were a kid, or did at some point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, I did enjoy reading comics as a kid a lot, and it was some sort of form of escapism from the real world. And eventually, I started to draw some of myself. And my first comic, to put it, was like around 6 years old. I made a really plagiarized version of Vivian Wagner, and if you darlings are aware of which comic that is, it was about a pig with green shorts, and he had a human girlfriend. Very original, I know, it's exactly like Vivian Wagner, but it was called Tiitu, Possu and Jaana, which is basically Piggy, Tiitu and Jaana. That sounds really weird, but listen, I was 6, that's my only defense. And I've just enjoyed creating stuff like that and other stuff as well, like all my life. It brings me happiness to create stories, regardless if it's comics or writing or just a single drawing.
All right.
Same question to you, Tuuli.
All right. Well, I loved comics when I was younger, and it really made me want to make my own. And especially, I remember thinking even at a young age that comic strips is a format that helps highlight the absurdity of everyday life, and that comedy comes true in a different way, that everyday situations, they become more meaningful when you put it in a comic strip format. Well, there are other wonderful things that we can do with comics, but comic strips, especially for that purpose. I didn't do comics for the longest time after my teenage years, but I picked up the hobby again a few years back, and I've enjoyed it immensely, and I plan on being the badass older lady. And I will rest when I'm dead, and until then, more frogs it is.
Great. So, and how did you find yourselves finding the well? Sorry.
Style?
Yeah, the style. Yes.
Do you want to answer first?
I'm not sure I still have. Other people tell me that I have a distinctive style, and they can tell when they see stuff that I've made. But for me, it's still always a surprise, because I feel like I'm still searching, and I will hopefully find my voice, and I will maybe find the style that I will enjoy most. But for now, I like trying different things, and definitely there is a style, but we are not that good friends yet. I will need some time. I'm a Finnish person. It takes a while to warm up.
To your style.
Anything.
Yes.
So I have so many styles, and they keep on coming that I don't know if I have necessarily a style. Because there's certain ways when I draw, people tend to recognize that, okay, Markus did it, there's no hiding, come back here. But then again, like for example, during the Sarjaku challenge, something I wanted to do was to try different kind of styles, and I had a really great blast with that. Because like I got to try stuff that I didn't really, I haven't had tried before. For example, different ways of making the lines. Drawing like the sketch with my left hand and actually like doing the lineup with my other hand. And it was fun experimenting and finding new styles. Like I'm an endless supply and it's concerning.
Do you have, what do you want to achieve with your comics? Do you have that kind of sense of planning to it?
I'm not sure if this exactly answers the question, but something that pops to my mind basically is that I enjoy seeing what happens within people when they, for example, read my stuff. How does stuff resonate? And does it, for example, like if someone is going through a traumatic event and they read something and they resonate with it and it helps them heal somehow because they are facing or dealing with something they can't quite name, I found that like really meaningful and beautiful. And also like art has helped me to heal as well, and sometimes we don't even know what we're struggling with. So basically, sometimes when you read about something, you might realize that actually, wait a minute, this is something I'm struggling with as well, and I'm not alone with this, especially when it comes to, for example, with mental health.
What I want to achieve with comics is, well, like we said, there's obviously different kinds of comics, but when I was younger, comics were important to me, and they made me experience and feel and think. And the reason why I wanted to create comics is that I felt that I also had things to say, and if I could make other people experience these things and share and feel some of the things that were absolutely wonderful when it comes to storytelling, then even if it's just one person, that would totally be worth the hours it takes to create comics. So yeah, there is that, and I still believe it even after all these years, and the same thing that I thought when I was a kid, that I want to make comics, and some of them will maybe make people go, huh, and some of them will do more, and all of that is very important to me.
Yeah, that's beautiful sentiments. I have butterflies now. But yeah, but I happen to know, Tuuli, that you should we talk about your previous books as well?
Well, yes. Currently, I work on this children's comic series called Utelias Varvas, The Curious Toe. I work as an illustrator there. So yeah, I have 2 books out with Otava and a 3rd one coming next spring. So if you're interested, some of them include frogs as well, but it's not the main topic there. But yeah, they're also fun, and especially if you have younger comic fans or are yourself young at heart or at least curious, then please have a look.
Is it very different illustrating a children's book than creating your frog comics?
I find that not as much as I initially thought. Like I figured that, like originally, that I have to keep them separate because some of the topics of my other work, like frogs and whatever, that they might not be for children. But then lately I find that some of the best topics and the most universal things, they are okay for everyone. I mean, sure, there is an odd topic that I wouldn't recommend for children and is still important. But some of the best things can be enjoyed by everyone, and sometimes even without a language and words.
Yeah, and your next the comic book, will you be publishing it with a publisher?
No, I'm hoping to self-publish with Pokuto, the frog collection, and so anytime sometime during the spring. Yes, I mean, working with the publisher has been great, and I really appreciate that. But there are also benefits in self-publishing and some of the artistic freedom that I want to take advantage of. So yeah, I want to self-publish that one.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you, both of you, for your great entries, and congratulations again. and we're going to have to move forward with our program. So let's let's invite Emi Gennis on stage.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, welcome, Emi Gennis.
Hi,
You were one of the judges in this competition.
that's right.
Yeah. So, how was it? How were the entries, and how did these finalists look? To you?
Well, the finalists looked great, did a great job. It was really fun doing this. I'd not participated in this event before, and this is my first time being like familiar with it, and so it was fun to read all of the entries and see all the different ways that people interpreted the prompt and the different art styles and storytelling styles that people took. I thought it was really great.
Yeah, but I imagine you're quite used to reviewing comics, since I believe you're an associate professor by your profession.
Yes, that's right. So I teach comics at an art school, and so I'm very comfortable looking at comics and assessing comics, and you know, the idea of looking at a bunch of comics and kind of like ranking them and deciding which ones I think are like more or less successful is something that, you know, I do every day at work, and so it wasn't too difficult to transfer that into a competition format.
Right. And you came from the United States to Liminka Art School as the resident artist.
That's right. I've been here for a month and a half, and everyone has been so wonderful. I've had a really delightful time in Finland, and it's my first time in Finland here, and it's just been really great. The students in Liminka are wonderful. I've gotten to talk to a lot of them, and I got to teach a workshop and see some of their work, and they're doing exciting stuff down there. So if you're ever in the area, check out what's going on at Liminka Art School.
Yeah, so out of curiosity, I'm going to have to ask another difficult question.
Oh, please.
How would you compare your university and Liminka Art School?
Oh, that's a very difficult question, because I think they're very different types of schools.
Right.
So they're structured very differently, and so the schools are hard to compare. But I will say that the students are almost shockingly to me exactly the same. I think that people who are excited about comics, like there's something that's similar. Regardless of where you're from in the world, regardless of culture, like I feel that any of the students that I've met in Liminka, you could easily just drop into the campus where I work at the Columbus College of Art and Design in Ohio in the United States, and it would feel totally normal. No one would even notice, and vice versa. I feel like I was actually almost surprised by how exactly the same and like familiar the student body felt to me there. Just like, oh yeah, I know these guys. Like these guys are great.
Well, yeah, that sounds like we should do an exchange program.
Yeah, that would be really fun actually.
Yeah, but you have published several comics yourself,
That's right.
and one of them, originally titled "The Plunge," has been translated into Finnish.
That's right. So I was really excited when I got this. Just dropping my book everywhere. Remain composed. I was really excited when I got this opportunity to participate in this residency. And one of the exciting elements of it was that there was a possibility that maybe one of my books could be translated. And the Oulu Comics Center was able to make that happen. And there's now this translated version of The Plunge in Finnish. Very exciting for me because it's actually the first time my work has been translated into any foreign language. And it's wonderful to be able to bring my work to a whole new audience.
Yeah. In Finnish, the title is Niagaran kuningatar, tositarina Annie Edison Taylorista.
That's right. It gives you a little bit more information about what the book is about in the Finnish title.
And we had an exhibition down the hall with some originals, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. There's actually right on the wall here in this space, those artworks have been moved to where you can see them by just looking just behind this group of people. So there's some of my original artwork from this book there, and there's actually more original artwork from this book and my upcoming work in the Liminka library that's on display right now. So again, if you're in Liminka, check out the library.
Yeah, and your lettering is excellent.
Thank you
big
so
fan,
much.
Big fan of the titles on the covers of your books. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, the title for The Plunge in the English version I hand lettered, and this has tried to approximate that style with a digital font. The design on this translated version, I didn't do the design work. They did an incredible job of like mimicking the vibe that the original had. I thought that all of the work that went into making this translation happen, everybody did such a fantastic job, and I'm really, really happy with how it came out.
Yeah. But yeah, so you can find the exhibition and the book, and yourself here at the Comics Festival. So thanks for joining us, Emi Gennis.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to invite Jens Styve.
Yes.
I think it's pronounced Jens.
Yep.
Styve.
Sounds right, yeah.
Yes. Pleasure to have you from Norway to Oulu.
Thanks.
Have you been to Oulu Comics Festival before?
Actually, yes, must be more than 10 years ago.
And your very popular comic book, The Dance, that's the word in Norwegian as well, right?
Well, it's
The
an
title.
English word, but yeah, that's a title in Norway, yeah.
Yes, but it's been published in Finnish as Houkka.
Yep.
Which I suppose is accurate translation. It's been very popular around the world, and with some. I believe the theme is quite fantastical, and I read on your homepage that it's been compared to Calvin and Hobbes. So that must be a fair comparison by you.
I've always loved those strips, and both Peanuts and Calvin and Hobbes, I count them as sort of the Bible of comic strips, so there must be some inspiration there, yeah.
Right, yeah, and they're very popular in Finland as well. I believe Houkka is going to land quite well with the Finnish audience, I hope.
I hope so. I think it's running in at least one newspaper in Finland already.
Yeah.
So it has a foot in the door.
But how long has the dance been? How long have you been making it?
It's almost 10 years now, and it's counting 1,700 strips now.
Yeah. And in how many countries is it being published?
It's translated to Spanish, French, and English, and Finnish.
And so it's something that people can pick up and relate to. So where does the story or the theme come from you?
It started quite autobiographical. It's about me and my son, who was 9 at the time I started. Yeah. And he's still 9 in the comic, but he's a grown-up man now in reality. So, and I thought it was about me mostly, but the boy is stealing the show, and also we got a dog after a few years, and he's also stealing the show. So now it's much about the boy and the dog more than me.
Yeah. So is the titular dance yourself?
It's I'm drawing myself with this dunce cap, the pointy hat, and that's something I remember from reading comics when I was a kid. If someone did something bad, they had to put on the dunce cap.
Right. Did that happen in real life in Norway?
No, it got forbidden before I went to school. So.
Oh yeah.
Did you have it here?
No. I think the shame punishment was standing in the corner, I think.
Without a cap.
yeah, without a cap.
Yeah.
Where do you get your inspiration? Going 10 years?
Yeah, it's quite different. The first 100 strips was kind of self-experienced, and then when you pass 100, you have to treat writing more as writing and not as much just collecting whatever comes falling into your head. So it's been more and more a writing job to get the ideas. So you have to sit for a full day, maybe 2 days, to make a week of strips. Yeah. And I've been doing more and more longer sequences also, and sometimes up to 30 strips in a sequence. So it's running for 1.5 months in a newspaper on the same sequence. So that helps with the writing.
Yeah. Do you think that you react to the world as the years go, or are you rooted in family life, in the things you present in the comic?
No, it's not so much family life. It's about a single dad with 1 kid and a dog. So, and it's I think very much about what happens around us. Yeah.
So you're reacting to world events as well, or no?
Maybe not very exact, but I can make, like, when there was a pandemic, I could make some related jokes to something related, but I try to keep it a little bit timeless. So, yeah, maybe not name any events.
Right. Yeah, I'm planning to read your comic, so I'm asking out of curiosity how to read it. Yeah. So there will be an exhibition here at Valve as well, and do you know what works will be present at the exhibition?
Yeah, we made the exhibition today, so right. It's already here, and it's original strips. When I started out, I wanted to do everything on paper, and I did for 150 strips before I went digital, because whatever can save time has to be done. So I realized how much faster I could work digitally. So, but I brought some original strips, and some of those are exhibited here.
Right. And the new book in Finnish, it must be from the early work.
Yeah, the editor wanted to start on strip number 1, so we had suggested he start on 170 or something, but he wanted to start with the beginning, and I'm really happy he did. And the book is in the room somewhere. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. So, thank you for having this interview, Jens Styve. Thank you. And next up we have some fencing with Heikki Paakkanen. So please stay excited. Thank you.
Arvoisa yleisö, ilokseni minua pyydettiin tänne musiikillisessa tehtävässä. Pettyneenä en saanut tänne toimitettua mustaa, kiiltävää, korskean näköistä flyygeliä, koska kulttuurimäärärahoja on leikattu. Tyydymme nyt jo useamman kerran kokeiltuun kevytratkaisuun. Tämä sävellys on ainutkertainen. Te tulette kuulemaan sen. Se ehkä jää teille muistilokeroihin mieleen. Tämän kappaleen orkesterointi tapahtuu tämän oikealla seisovan avustajaryhmän kautta. Esittelen heidät. Pieni hetki. Oulun miekkailuseurasta Maiju Hiltunen. Oulun miekkailuseurasta Maali Seber. Oulun miekkailuseurasta Jyrki Kivirati. Oulun miekkailuseurasta Mika Karonen. Helsingin ylioppilasmiekkailijoita edustaa Jari Nummi. Minun miekkailuseurani on Habda Helsingistä. Nimeni on Paakkanen. Ja ne teistä, jotka olette malttaneet tämän läystäkkeen lukea huolellisesti, olette oivaltaneet, että siinä piilee kryptinen viesti. Käytän ilmaisua Oulun ihme. Te ette ehkä tiedä, mikä on Oulun ihme, tai sitten niitä on vaikka kuinka monta. Minun tapauksessani se liittyy vuonna 2019 täällä juuri Oulussa saavuttamaani ensimmäiseen ainoaan Suomen mestaruuskultamitaliin. Ja nyt suoritan tämän musiikillisen esiintymisen myötä paluun Ouluun. Tarvitsen siihen koko orkesterin. Me aloitamme ja etenemme seuraavalla menetelmällä. Mika Karonen. Jari Nummi. Suoritan lievän silmänkäännöstempun, koska te näitte, mitä tapahtuu. Ja nyt yleisö odottelee tulette kuulemaan, mitä tapahtuu. Tässä, koska meidän orkesteri-ensemblemme tai yhteistoiminta on kohtuullisen tuoretta. Ja tähän on nyt ilmaantunut muusikkopiiristä arvostettua tauoa. Tätä kohta kuultavaksi tarjottavaa musiikkisuoritusta ei ole käännetty täyteen turhaan hälyyn. Se voi yllättävä ja niiltä osin kun tämä tulee kuultavaksi, voi olla, että jollain saattaa olla tähän huomautettavaa. Minua on kivitetty ennenkin. Katsotaan kuinka meille käy.
Adelante, avanti, fernet branca, mio Dio. Tack. Aapo Kukko. Kiitoksia.
Meillä oli musiikillista ristivetoa tuolla takahuoneessa, koska siellä oli muutamia konservatorion käyneitä. Ja nyt me tulimme toimeen mainiosti, ei ongelmia. Kiitän vielä erityisesti satunnaisjärjestyksessä Niko Karvonen. Pyrkimyksemme yhdistää korkeakulttuuri ja kamppailulaji, vanha olympialainen kamppailulaji. Se toteutuu tänään tällä tavalla. Kiitän teitä.